Briefly, Lord, we thank you for this gathering. Lord, give us eyes to hear, give us minds to comprehend. But before that, give us ears to even hear the word. And what we consume, let it reside in our hearts forevermore. In Jesus' name we thank you.
Amen. Amen.
Amen. So I'm going to need some help. This is going to be interactive. I need somebody to find Matthew 25 and 40. I need somebody to find Psalms 51 and 4.
Psalms 51 and 4.
And then Romans 5 and 10. I'm going to read the first one, but before I do that, I don't know why it is, but you know, me and the pastor, we always seem to be on the same wavelength.
Amen.
I'll have in my mind what I'm going to speak, and she might say something in the early words or in a song that's relevant to what I'm going to talk about. Even an action that I did today, because this morning I brought in some dust to dawn light bulb.
Amen. Yes.
All right.
He talking about a lily in the valley that's bright as the morning sun. Morning star. So, three things, and this is going to be one of those sermons that's about self-reflection. I find myself doing a lot of those because I'm a target of individuals that have heard me speak or have seen many of my posts. They look for ways to attack Christ, and the pastor and I was talking this morning, or Christianity in general, you know, about people that want to debate the Bible.
All right.
Well, you can debate your interpretation.
Come on, that's right.
Because everybody don't get the same thing.
That's right.
You can tell somebody something or something completely different. You notice in my prayer I said, give us ears to hear, eyes to see, a mind to comprehend. Because God said that there are some He don't want them to hear.
Yeah.
Come on.
Okay? Hearts of stone. Remember Pharaoh?
That's right.
Yeah.
They can't even get it in their heart.
Amen.
Let alone comprehend where God is coming from. And when I talk about some things, when these people come to me, I have gotten into this habit now where somebody says, I say, how can you as a Christian, Because you see, as a Christian, there are some things that should have become off limit to you.
That's right.
And when I say off limits to you, not that you can't turn about and go and do it like you used to, because we've all been there.
Yes.
But you should be trying to be a reflection of Christ. So how can you be doing those things that are anti-light? I preached a sermon a long time ago here in this place. The sun, the moon, and the stars.
All right.
Yes.
And I use the example that the sun, of course, represents God. Nothing but light.
Yes.
Darkness can't hide in light.
No.
We can't exist
Come on.
in light.
That's right.
And the moon represents us once we get saved. Now, what is the moon? The moon has no light of its own.
No.
Right.
People may tell you that.
Reflection.
You know, you got people in the pulpit that try to pretend that they're God.
Come on.
Unless you're God, you have no light of your own. And if you're claiming that light is yours,
Mhm.
you deceive the people in the congregation.
Yes, you do.
You ain't no God.
No.
Come on.
Church I used to be a member of, doesn't matter what the name of it was, they say, well, we are like little gods with a G, little G. You're elevating yourself over others.
Yes.
Come on.
You're elevating yourself over others, and that ain't what God called for us to do.
No.
There you go.
So those dusk to dawn light bulbs. So the moon has no light of its own. We are to be a reflection of the sun,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that light. The stars are all the saints that have gone on and left examples for us to follow. And of course, the earth is the lost. This is the place where we reside amongst the lost, and of course, others like ourselves. We hope that there are many more. But we are to be a light for them. We are to be their moon.
That's right.
Everybody is supposed to be a walking moon. Those dusk to dawn light bulbs, when it gets dark and nobody can't see any light, they'll come on automatically. So when a person can't see God, don't know God, when you come on, they should see the light of Christ in you.
Yeah. That's right. That's right.
We're supposed to be dusk to dawn light bulbs, okay? When they can't see God, we come on,
Mhm.
right?
That's right.
Yes.
Yeah.
So with that understanding that we are to be reflections of Christ, that means we should not be reflecting darkness,
Yes. Yes.
okay? Now there are three things that Christ said. All right, he said a lot of things, but three things in the same vein when he was talking about those so-called righteous people. He told Peter, "Get thee behind me, Satan."
Yeah.
Come on.
Now, a lot of people don't know, but Christ will rebuke you in a heartbeat
That's right.
Yes.
if you step to him the wrong way.
Mhm.
He told the leadership, "You hypocrites," called them a den of vipers.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Yes, it is.
And Christ also even said to his own mother, "Woman, what have I to do with thee? You trying to try my hand. You trying to force me to do something before it's my time." Even his mom stepped to him the wrong way, to make that wine.
Come on.
But he wasn't there for that, even though he complied.
Yeah.
His response, I used to wonder about. So when it comes to doing what God wants, it's not optional. Now you may not do it, but there's a price to pay for everything.
Yes, it is. Come on.
So as long as we have that understanding,
Right.
which brings me to, God said to love your enemies.
Yes.
Oh, Lord, what did I say that?
Yes, it is.
Yes.
That's a hard one.
Yes, it is.
That's difficult for me. I get mad at Negroes sometimes. White folks, they come at me the wrong way,
Yes.
and
Yeah, true.
I walk around saying things I ain't got no business saying. I referenced last Sunday, another Sunday, where I got up here and admitted to y'all that I went to bed angry with these two men that stepped to me the wrong way, and I thought some terrible things, and I had to get on my knees and ask forgiveness. Not that they knew, but I had to ask forgiveness for myself, because God knows our hearts.
Yes.
Come on. Amen. Amen.
Now, if God tells you to love your enemies, okay, this is what many of us think. Love my mom, dad, my brother, next door neighbor, because that's the word, love thy neighbor. Love a few strangers maybe,
Yeah.
I don't know you, I ain't, that's our interpretation
Yes.
and what we get out of it. Man, you're just wrong. You're just wrong. So let me read this first one for you, and then the first scripture I called, whoever found it, when I call for you, read it, and we'll keep moving. It won't be that long. Why do preachers always, say that? They want to. I was looking at a little cartoon from SpongeBob. After about 4 hours of this person preaching, SpongeBob raised up and say, I'm out of here. When Grandma said, take your time, preacher. It would have been 4 hours. So we've all been there. Okay. So this is Matthew 5:43 through 45. You have heard it said, you shall love your neighbor and hate your enemy. That was what was taught. That's what they would say. The children of Israel, they were notorious for going at you.
Yeah.
Come on.
They thought you offended God. Remember when the person came and said that he had slew Saul when Saul actually killed himself? What did David do? Split him in two. Touch not God's and anointing. But anyway. But I